Well, we have been speaking to Maq all the while, and about this U.S. Open. It's a tournament that has really caught on. Of course, a vital injection from T20 cricket has helped to make cricket a little more popular up here. Maq has been doing his part, regardless of all the turbulent times in United States cricket. He has decided to go on his own. But what happens now? It seems that they're all coming back home to roost because the United States Cricket Council, they are supporting him. The ICC, he has finally been able to get approval from the ICC for his tournament as well. And as we have been telling you all the while, 7 years now, this idea that was born many, many years ago came to fruition. It's 7 years old. We are at the 2014 tournament now. Maq is with us. Maq, it must be a great pleasure to, realize another year of the tournament and to come here, 2014. You're 7 years old.
I know it's it seemed like yesterday, but it's not. But so many years now, it's like 7 years, and Win TV always here supporting with the U.S. cricket, especially for U.S. Open. They're the first channels which is I ever seen. They're there and for the U.S. trying to bring the cricket most to watch in Caribbeans and to bring the U.S. also to show them up. They are the supporter for the television there. In our local, when we was playing 2007 and 6 and 8, there's not any TV approach us. Here been been few years and well supporting for the U.S. cricket. And initially we had this U.S. Open, an idea came in. Every teams in U.S. they have U.S. Open, tennis U.S. Open, and there is golf U.S. Open. So why not says we U.S. Open we can be created the tournament for cricket. So we came in and we started 2008 as initially when this cricket field Broward County they built the fields on, and I was here when the fields break ground. So we are commissioner Joe Iglesias and mayors, both they all 7 commissioner and mayors, they opened the fields in 2008 and just for the cricket. We thought basically cricket is second world largest game. That's why the commercial, our Broward County mayors and commissioners and all, they knows, but that for them unique games because they never have been playing. They haven't seen the Sunday some cricket, some of them, but they not really know about this game. So we fill in, give them some education. So they finally they convinced. They said this is second world largest game from the world. Why not we have in our Broward County? So they build the fields based of the dreams they had. It like I have dreams. So one of the day, U.S. one of the top teams can be play for World Cups. And they had a dream, so they have the biggest sports in the world. They bring more revenue from Broward County. So we combined this together, and they built this field. But there is some, we don't know that when we started, I was the pure businessman in South Florida, and they are Broward County, does know that about the cricket much either. We know the cricket playing for other countries, most number 1 games like India, Pakistan, West Indies, New Zealand, and Australia, and UK. Not in here. They're thinking there's British games, and it's not American games. So we convinced them why not have like just like 2.5 hours game, and we will gonna play just like baseball, football, and soccer, and we'll finish in 2.5 hours. That's the 1999 started first time for Dania Beach. Create the games just like American games so they can be fit on 2.5 hours. So most people can excited to watch and that end result. Most time the game's going forever. That's what they Americans was thinking to game never end. But that's not true. We came at the same games. Was the American they want to watch, so that make excited for them. But still they don't have any plans. They can see that cricket is moving forward in US until today, I believe, because after this all, when we started, there is two agency you need to deal with them. Beside, we are Cricket Council, the private entertainment and sports management company, and they hosting the tournament for US Open. But there is another channel you go to, US Cricket Council, which is USACA, have to be sanctioned on those tournaments. Any tournament they bring internationally and nationally, teams are playing, they have to be approved by sanctioned by USACA, and USACA is running by International Cricket Council, ICC. ICC have some funding for USACA, and USACA have to be promote the cricket in US, which is they was not have done as supposed to be done. But we take steps and work out plans for to work for US. So all the US Open work plan for one of the game for American games. And they came in, we have 4 teams when they came in first initially from India, Pakistan, and West Indies All-Star and Canada All-Star. All they play here in 2008 first games. When they came in, there was everyone, the teams get paid for, Cricket Council has paid to them for this traveling, transportations to everything what they needed to come down here. West Indies, the current manager, Richard Richardson, he brought the West Indies all-star teams. Pakistan, well-known cricketer, Javed Miadad, he brought on this stadium in 2008 for Pakistan all-star. Azharuddin, who brought from India all-star teams. And Canadian Cricket Board, they brought in Canadian star teams here. That 4 teams they played cost us over close to $1 million. We spent in 2008 and Memorial Weekend and 23rd and 2008 Memorial Weekend. And that tournament is kick off on this cricket field for Broward County. We spent a lot of marketing effort. We brought the concert in Broward County to impacting to show them of Broward County, yes, right things to do in the cricket, and this is the cricket can bring more revenue for county, which is they spent $70-some million on this field. So we want to convince them, make sure first startup opening ceremony will be big grants opening, so they can people realize that cricket is one of the games which has been playing on this county. So when the game finish, we have entertainment for Bob Marley, Kamani Marley, son, and we have concert on the night. That concert was playing, they have 5,000 people came in on the night. All is booked weeks heads, all ticket has been sold. When the game start in here, we have line from the 95, which is like 2 miles away from here, and 441 and 2 mile away, line is packed to get in the stadiums. So that many people came in first day to watch the game. Expectation is all 5,000 people, they fit in our stadiums. So county very pleased to see that, and with the huge openings on the for cricket in US. That's the foundation we have done opening ceremony. We invite ICC representative, invite USACA representative, Harun Lagad. He is the president for ICC. Personally, special invitation I sent him to come. I met him in New York also. So they, unfortunately, they not made it on the day, but there is expectations like mayor, commissioner to our senator, all they showed up and came in opening. There was a great opening. Then there is the issues came in how we can able to promote the cricket, the US Open, created for the US, all the teams, all the states. And We announced that tournament in 2009 first US Open. There is, we offer them 12 teams to come and play, and we offer them all decks just come in, play on the first year, didn't charge any fees for them. It's $10,000 little amount start with, $10,000 first tournament we start with. And there was the Washington Tiger, they win that tournament and take the title for US Open. Especially that US Open make us big effort for US cricket impacting that, because a lot of leagues, there are 42 leagues. They was playing 42 leagues, and then 42 leagues, they saw this thing US Open for just for the cricket, surprised, and they want to come in, more teams want to come and participate for 2010. So we doubled the teams in 24 in 2010. And again, we spent each US Open costing close to $250,000 to spend. People was thinking it's very cheap, anybody can do the tournament, and there will be just look at it, bring the teams, and then finish. But there is a lot of work. Just like in TV, they're thinking we just have like TV. When TV, they come in, one guy can record it and then showing the play. But there is a lot of back end work. And cricket, same thing. We have like 15 people was working on full times on 2008, and payroll, full payrolls, and they was trying to bring the cricket in US, international and national level, which is we brought the international 2008, but 2009 national level for US Open. Thing is, we got stopped in because there's two official body, which is USACA and ICC. They have not looked into proper cricket in US. They work only for official body with the USACA ICC, and they should open the door for other individual people like myself, Maq, and other somebody they want to hosting the tournament. They support them, because cricket is the naturally one of the sports which is the ICC took the commitments and make a better and better for every countries. So this is the country need more help on the other end. So 2009 went successful. 2004, 2010 we have 24 teams. They came in and then play. That's why I believe 2010 is 25, and 2011 I met you guys first time. 2011 when TV came in, and the Trinidad Tobago actually took the titles on that tournament. And there is, you can call them all TV station local here, so Channel 6, Channel 9, and Fox Channel 2, sports channels. Ask them to come and record the games live. Here's the issues came back to them. They never return phone calls. They don't return phone call because they don't know what is the cricket about. 2009 I have a hard time. I say we have, if you tell them Mayor Kaplan coming, don't give them the name about cricket. If I tell them, oh, Maq is doing the big business opening and Mayor's coming, and they just want to come, they have to come to see what they're doing, they just come in recording, not for the cricket. Yeah. So there is the problem for the cricket to not to telecasting. Until today, if you look at it, there was associate body with ICC. They bring the on televisions, and they have a source to promote cricket out the international scale. But the USACA have to be run national scale. The biggest issue that's US Open went very success in 2011, and then they got $50,000 cash prize gone by Trinidad Tobago. They took that. And 2012, we need 32 teams. We have 68 teams came in for registered. They want to play. And this time, every teams want to pay for registration fees. They want to, we used to be beg them, come in, play. Now, they're knocking the door, please let us play. Please let us play. Because they build the confidence is the tournament. But here the big things are, if you look at it, any college you go to, you have need 4 years to finish college. You cannot finish college 1 year. World Cup is in 4 years. Is there a reason behind it? You need preparation to be success. First year maybe you break even. First year maybe just losing. Second year you're gonna be struggling. Third year you been success, and fourth year you become graduation. You got a job. So same thing, cricket in US is not promoting properly back then. I look at my vision, I say it's not working properly because everybody does the tournament and they're expecting to make a big bucks. They do one tournament and shut down. Say because they lost few thousand, they never happen. Houston have tournament, Super Six, they have done one time and they never happen again. And a lot of leagues they did 5,000 tournaments. They happened one, they lost some of them, and they never happened. So there is no consenting every year. So we have continue our tournament, announced them for 10 years plans ahead of them. So our goal was U.S. Open start 2009. We put 10,000, 25,000, 50,000, 100,000, and we bring up to 100,000 every year until we reach the goal. We have to go back to $1 million tournament when everybody recognizing it. When everybody means it's officially sanctioned and have to be local governments to start with Broward County to U.S. to international, all they involved and they watch the game U.S. recognition, U.S. Open tournament. So after 7 years, I believe I'm satisfied today. I'm sitting on this interview for you. I did lots, and it's happened after 7 years success. But still, we're missing few things. We have TV channel is not here. We got last moment things got approved. 145 team register for U.S. Open. 145 this year we register 145 is 2014, and we can able to have only 32 teams can be playing, which is very honor and been success. So we pick and choose the teams in this year, and we give them honor. First 16 teams they come in, been playing from the day one. We put that teams, and is U.S. Open has become well known all over the country. I got call from India to Pakistan to New Zealand to England, West Indies, Barbados, all the single states. I have calls non-stop for all past 2 months, and everybody. Even we have the president was coming in and to hear this tournament for Osaka, and respecting for opening ceremony. Haven't seen him. But we have our local agencies, they came in support, and I don't know what excuse did not came, but he have a special invitation to come in because the first time they approved for Osaka. And my thing is, even I do the tournaments here, I have travel. I go to each ground, look at it, the games, make sure they're proper. Even I'm busy, that's my passion is. I want to make sure things there. I go myself to watch the games. I was there, make sure take care of them. And first time is basically this tournament is, I'm very happy sitting there today to be success. Been recognized in US and internationally got recognized. Local is recognized, and which is I was looking at some Indians teams players they come and play. This is the first times we have 26 Indian, which is first class players, IPL players, start Ranji trophies and all. They here on the US Open in 2014. And I'm so proud of this tournament now myself and Cricket Council, all the staff, and day night them working. And I really, from your end, Win TV, one of the best TV world supporting for us for US Open and plus US cricket, which is thanks for you guys, again and again, because this is the only is there for us to bring in the Caribbean. You can take the sponsor for the people, but the biggest problem is you take the sponsor, you don't give back. My thing is I want take, I give back to them also. I don't want take on take. So is the best way we can able to do, you like to have, take somebody's sponsorship, once you have, you know what you can give back to them. So it's possible, like if you have telecasting from here and you don't have good venue to show them, TV is not worth people to watch. Good productions and good games they want to come in to see for the watch. So that's why we was looking at it to be hand seen. A lot of sponsors they want to come in and they sponsor our tournaments, and they don't know where they're going after that, because we have to have proper marketing for them and give them back to, if the business got double for them. So you have to give them like 110% return to them. That's the way I look at my businesses too. If I sponsor somebody, I want to make sure I have enough coverage, enough thing I can make my business more and what I have currently. So basically the is great successful US Open 2014. Team is here, all well-known names is here, and wonderful cricket's going.
Well, stay tuned. You've just heard a comprehensive compilation of what occurred since the beginning of this tournament. Stay tuned. When we come back, we take you to the home of Mohammed Maq Qureshi, and it's there he will explain why he left the dusty roads of Pakistan, brought with him a passion and a love for cricket. Well, it's a very interesting story that's developing here, speaking to Maq. And before I continue, I'll let you know, earlier on I had made a joke that, I've known Maq for about 3 years now. And although he was sent to study medicine in America, I never heard anyone call him Dr. Maq. But he's now telling me that, he actually received an honorary doctor's rate for his contribution to the development of sport. And not only cricket, sport in general. So, he did fulfill that part of the deal for his parents. But Maq, as we continue, 7-Eleven, you did not want to go into 7-Eleven. You wanted your own brand. We are here and we are seeing your own brand. Which of the brands that you started first, which company came on stream first?
Well, I was actually getting the first time find the one empty store, which is used to be called Circle K, and that Circle K is become closing down in Miami, 6th Avenue, and I was working for Circle K that time also as a district manager, and that was 1989, and I decided Circle K gonna shut down this location. So one I've taken myself to open my own brands, the location start one. So I took some money out of my credit cards and all, filled it in, and I have my parents' money they send me, and which is I have it. I never used that, but I said let me start that one store. So how they came the name all Superstop. Superstop first stores I'm building on it. So I'm cleaning on the store, And when I have done that completely open, and I came with the name Superstops and branding, um, the colors and all, paint in the store, putting the merchandise and trademarking in. Then as I have filled the inventory close to, then some guys came in to walk in, and I have the amount, same total amount, which is $30,000, which is my credit cards and all other things, my saving, which is my own personal saving when I was in college. My parents' money, I had it in my account, which I haven't used anything. So that's it, like weekend I was work and saving. And when I was opening, it's going to cost another, I don't know, the business is going to go in 6 months to grown up in business. So one gentleman came as his name is Moshe Shemesh. He's asking me, would you like to sell your business? And my mind was sleeping, business, you asking, because I was cleaning and fixing the location. They were used to be bankrupt from the Circle K and North Miami and 6th Avenue. So I said, what he looking to? My mind is clicked for the business, or he asking to sell it. So I said, yeah, sure, business, how much you want to pay? He said, I'm gonna pay you $30,000. And I said, $30,000, and which is I took for first month and last month as a rent, and plus, which is $2,000 rent. That's $2,000 rent, and I have to put my all merchandise and sign maybe $5,000. And I spent $30,000 total altogether. And he willing to offer me $30,000 business. And I said, okay. I asked him, I said, give me your number, I will call you. Then I figured out, why not I just sell him? So because I'm struggling for the money to put things together, I don't know how success is gonna go into. I asked him up, I called him up, I say, if you pay me $35,000, and I fix all the store to you and I lease it to you, which is I lease from the landlord, some other landlord, and you pay the separate, you have to pay deposit, you have to pay inventory, you have to pay separately. And the guys agree. I said, what a good business. Instance to I open running every day. This guy come in and I fix the whole location and hand it to him, like you building the house and rent it out. Yeah. The same thing, I build my model and rent this thing out to him. But I will get all the money. So my investment came back double. And the day one without open the stores. So that's format. I say, one, I'm just gonna open, fix a store, buy more locations, and lease it out to another people, which is like recently they work for 7-Eleven, Circle K, and all. They can be on their own business. Everybody, basically, they work for somebody. It's the best way I can offer them package. They can work as own, they own a store. So after I finished that one, I took 8 more locations, empty stores, put on it, and find somebody. They are working for 7-Eleven as a manager. They go 7 o'clock to 3 o'clock. I offer them, you want to buy the business, your own business, own hours, as much money you can make, more hours you're gonna spend, more money you're gonna make. So that's the story. Is I came at the convenience store business, and I sold many businesses since then, over 500 location in 1989 to over 500 locations. I built a brand called Superstop.
And after the Super Sub, as we continue this and we try to wrap up now, give me an idea of some of the companies that you now own that has given you this success.
Yeah, we have venue convenience store business, and I was a construction company, and Apex, and they have many other companies. And then I also have real estate. I took the real estate company called Business Finder. And somebody was looking, I said, looking for businesses. I consulting to them and find them businesses for them. And I have pretty much experience on business line. And then also I open a real estate and finance department. and financial lending business. Then after that, basically, I have like energy drink, as you know, and we have two fast food restaurants I opened. They're called Subco Fast Food. So they have a number of Subco Fast Food. I built the chain. I sell that thing up. And in 1997, I built co-branding restaurants, Subco, and also to fast food and gas station and convenience store. My concept was unique. I have it. You go in. I built up 1997. They call Subco Sterling Road. And you walk in. You have fast food in the morning. You can have Dunkin' Donuts in convenience store. You have lunch times. You have Taco Bells. I have franchise Taco Bells inside the convenience store, and I have mailbox, etc., and Subco pizza and subs, and also a gas station convenience store. So you come in, you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, one-stop shop. That's what called super stops. That's how we started. So that's the one of the company. So I have Kentucky Fried Chicken, ice cream parlors. I built that thing a chain, ice cream parlor, Kentucky Fried Chickens. They call also they call fried chickens on my own, and that's basically many location I open it, and there is many other businesses I open after that.
Well, as we fast wrap up what's going on here with Maq, I've left the best part for last. Being at his very palatial home, you would notice we took some shots in the cricket nets, and Maq, who professes to be quicker than Waka Yunus, was actually bowling. There's also a tennis court a little further down, and there are horses there in the stables, and then an 18-hole golf course, and all that is, Maq says he comes here on weekends just to have some fun. Maq, your passion for sport, where did it come from?
They came from naturally, from the garden. But when I was a kid, I was playing in high school, the cricket, like junior school. And I played soccer. I was playing for my team from middle school soccer, field hockey. There's another games I was playing field hockey. So I was very sport a third person. So I play all the sports in middle school. And since then I've been playing tennis, tape tennis. I was one of the best fast bowler for the tennis ball. So it used to be in Pakistan in high school, every teams they're looking to invite me to take it. So I have like huge demand for play tennis cricket, and most popular game in Pakistan, tape tennis.
Yeah.
Tape tennis, you take tennis ball and cover it up with the tapes, and that's the biggest tournament, Ramzan invitations, and they have Karachi, where I live and back home. There is every day one tournaments, and I was very quick bowler on the tape tennis I have done. So that's why I start mine. And when I came back here and I was playing some sports for tennis and not playing cricket for 10 years, I have not played cricket. And then one day while I was playing cricket, I saw these games, and I said, wow, it's a cricket. First year when I was at college, there was baseball. So my eye coordination, because I've been playing cricket, so good. So when I was, let me try baseball, we have not played baseball in Pakistan. So I swing the ball so hard, the guy was looking at it, man, you play baseball, good, why don't you play? In Hialeah, I was swinging the ball with the bats, and eye coordination so good, take him out in the home runs, So everyone surprises, but thing is, we don't have the time, because we here single, living here, for do everything yourself, or wake up, find your food, find your college, the way you go and live, you're by yourself, it's a lot of work to do it, find independent, without family.
Well, what you are doing now is providing an avenue, providing a stage for those youngsters in America to have an opportunity to play cricket. Maq, we want to thank you very much for sharing your life and your passion with us on Win TV.
Okay, thank you very much.
Well, Mark decided that, his parents was making a tremendous investment in him, um, studying medicine in America. And everyone who comes to America realizes that there's an opportunity here to also work and to earn income. And seeing that his parents had, although they were wealthy, they still had, was it about 6 other children to take care of. Mark decided to go into business, and he'll now give us an idea and hopefully a lesson on what made him that success.
Well, my father and parents, they knows I'm going to medical school. I took the classes in here, but I seen of them here is compared to doctor and business is both the same, or actually business have more success. If you there's a lot of marketings and all other things, they here is more opportunity than in compared to the Pakistan, and that basically put me into it. And then also is I like social and communications and sales and consulting and marketing. When I took the first class marketing, our first year I took the marketing and sales class. Always in Pakistan, I was studying medical. This this different, and I enjoyed it. So I thought maybe I like the business and I will do for business classes. And I haven't told my parents. So I continued first year American history, and I took a few classes for the businesses, and then continued education. And I live in Hialeah, Miami-Dade Community College. I start with there, and then after that, basically, I went to the Fort Lauderdale Business College. They call Florida Medical FMU, Florida Metropolitan University, and I graduated from there for business and marketing. And
at that point, did your parents get to know? At what point did they know?
my father, I told him I have graduation, my college graduation, and I'm getting graduation. He start basically want to come. Basically, they congratulate to me. He said, "Okay, oh, you finishing college? You're gonna coming back now, and then you're gonna finish the med classes." I said, "You come down." So what happened? He surprised me. And one afternoon I was there and my classes, and I came out, and then he said my graduation was Harbor Beach Hotel in down Fort Lauderdale. So I didn't expect my father will coming down here, and he called from Miami and then left messages here, and then he came to my apartment to came by surprisingly, and I was actually shocked and happy, two things. And back home, we have things. It's like you get married and arranged marriages in back home. My mothers and all the like and parents. But when he saw, I have a friend of mine who was staying in the roommate and looked awkward to me, and I said basically my father is here, and I have friends, and I want to have like empty house so he can stay with me and since the hotel and all. So I told my friends, could you move because my parents coming, they was privately. Oh, why are we moving? It's like his American culture is different than Pakistan culture. So I say, yeah, you have to please, stay for a few weeks and your, other friends and all, then we can come back. Anyway, he came in, graduation, he saw this is my graduation. And he said, oh, you now businessman, so he graduated in marketing. And he actually did not say much, and he was happy. At least he said, you achieved your graduation. I actually came, most of my students came together, and 4 other friends came. And when it was 1984, and most of them, they went out of track. 4 friends, and I'm the only one, or 2 of them, they went in the college. We're going to school and going to work and a little bit part-time work and going to college and finish our graduation 1988.
Great. And of course, we're interviewing Maq here at his personal cricket nets, and I don't know if his son normally bowls him down when he's batting there. I've never seen Maq bowl or bat, but I've seen his son play. He's a good player, decent player. And this is where they spend some of their, spare time because of their love for cricket. What we're going to do now is to continue, and Maq will give you an idea of his first, brush with business. Well, Mark, after giving up an opportunity to become a doctor and to go into the medical field, you decided to, become a businessman. And obviously, with your dad coming here, giving you his blessings as well, I think you might not have expected that, but you would have wanted to make, that would have been a driving force in making you a successful businessman, wanting to make your parents happy.
Yes, when he came back, and then actually, when he saw, I took him on the beach, Miami Beach, and all Fort Lauderdale Beach area to show him around. Then he's saying basically, oh, your culture is different, and then let's go back to the country. He encouraged me to go back to there and see your parents, my mother. And when I went back, and few months later, I come back after graduation, back here, and starting my own. I thought was a business. I started with a convenience store, gas station. The first jobs when I came here, I working on the Checker Oil. His company is in down Dania Beach, and I was in a cashier. Before first jobs, I had it very first time I had work on Feral ice cream shops. Is in the Hialeah Westland Mall, and that's Westland Mall is on 103rd and Hialeah, and I was doing the bus boy. Then I got the IHOP, working as a waiters, part time. Only I work for Friday and Saturday during the school times for learning and experience. So, and back home I never work. When I saw first time and I got paychecks came, I said the surprise. I said, well, it's interesting. So I was during the 4 year I was college, and I started working part times, and then I took the 7-Eleven job. I got training in Southland as a manager trainings. Same time I working. I took the training course to Circle K. I was managing one Circle K. Then I changed back to the 7-Eleven, and 7-Eleven. There is the Mr. Grocer. I worked for a few weeks, and I worked for different company, Farm Store, Mr. Grocer, McDonald's, and Denny's restaurant. I was the graveyard manager at Denny's. It's only short of the period during the education. I was in college, and right after graduate, I have worked in the marketing department for the telemarketing. So I've been getting experience for convenience stores, restaurants, and all. Not for I need the financially, but I want learning experience. My goal was I was looking for the business to open. My father, when he was here, he said, one of the cousin in California, he owned 7-Eleven. He said, why don't you have one of the stores, look business, good business. He's blessing me after you're in business, why don't you have one of the business? So I told my father, maybe I'm interested on it, but I'm going to bring my own brands one day. I'm going to open my own company, my own names, because I believe on creation in one of the success. 7-Eleven came, somebody made one, and they become 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And my creation, why I'm going to come with my own names, and I'm going to do business. If I do the business, I decided if I'm working, if I do my own business, I'm going to open my own brand names.
Great. And we have been here covering the United States Cricket Open. Maq is of course the founder of that, and we have been privy to a lot of information in terms of Maq and all his companies and all his branding. You go to the stadium and you have energy drink, and it's organized by Maq. You have water, that's a Maq brand as well. So as we continue, you are going to learn a bit about how Maq put his feet in many things. Well, you've heard everything about Mohammed Ahmed Qureshi and what he has done for cricket in the United States. And of course, I said in the beginning segment of this documentary that we would take a closer look at the man himself. We are here now at his sprawling mansion at Boca Raton, Cartagena, United States. And of course, we are going to go inside and give you a closer look at Mohammed Ahmed Qureshi and the way he lives.
Every night and day, every game you play, come to glory now, make history now. Raise your head so high, shout and touch the sky. Your dreams, your destiny, celebrate victory. Every night and day, every game you play, come to glory now, make history now.
Well, we are here at Mac's residence, and of course, Maq, gracious host as he is, just greeted us, and we're very lucky that we'll be going into his home to learn a little bit about the man who has given cricket a shot in the arm in the United States.
Say what you love, say to the world, and play together.
Well, as we said before, we are at Mac's residence. Of course, Mac has kindly consented to join us and to give us a greater in-depth into his life. Mac, as we continue this documentary on not only cricket and what you have done for cricket, but also your life. And, we would like to use your achievements as a lesson in life, as an example for other people as well. You left Pakistan at what age?
I was 17 years old.
And which part of the country in Pakistan you came from?
I was from Karachi, Pakistan.
Right, and obviously you used to play the game there at a pretty good level.
Yeah, I play for Karachi under 19 and also play for the college. First year college, I was the captain for Jinnah College. And when I was playing from there, and then also Karachi Polytechnical College, there is I was the captain for cricket captain for college. And in high school, we went 2 years in a row for inter-school tournament.
Tell us, during your time playing cricket in Pakistan, who are some of the players that you would have played with that went on to represent the country?
Actually, Mr. Zahir Abbas was our coach and selector for the under 19 one time. And prior to that time is the best player we was playing, and actually we were watching that time. It's Azim Hafiz. He was playing with my team. It's the left-arm fast bowler, and then also this. Then when I left it in Pakistan, Javed Miandar still was playing with the teams for national teams, and there's Wasim Akram, Wakar Yunus, also playing for the teams, and I was the junior for them. And playing for under 19. Actually, I was in medical fields. My father wanted to be a doctor, my parents, both of them. So I was taking the medical classes in Jinnah College, and they decided to go to out of country. This my friend of mine, he wanted to coming down. Most of the medical colleges in Pakistan is not that easy you can go into. And they have the percentage how many you have education grade A, B's will qualified for colleges for the medical school. And I was studying first year medical is in Pakistan, Jinnah College, and we decided to go to Dominican Republic too steady, and I applied for Dominican Republic Medical College, and then I applied for Miami-Dade Community College here also, and they have the campus in downtown for medical, and we got basically both selected, and the Pacific University in California. So once I have it, education, basically I got appointed by all three places, and I decided to come in Miami, and my parents support me. They say my father is one of the big custom officer in Pakistan, wealthy guy, and we have 5 brothers and 2 sisters, and all is older than me. I'm the youngest child. So youngest child, my mother, saying, "You sure you want to leave? You going to overseas and yourself?" I said, "That's only for a few years. I'll be back and join back to my family back in Pakistan." So I left it from there, and everyone support me to go to U.S. better than Dominican Republic. So I came here and went to Miami-Dade Community College, and for freshman year for trying to get the medical classes.
You would have sidetracked a bit, or what happened in America? Because, we have been friends now for about 3 years, and I've never heard anyone call you Dr. Maq. But, you're probably a doctor of cricket.
Yeah, what happened here is the education is different than Pakistan. Education is multiple choice questions, most of them all classes, and when you come down in US, you have no parents and you're living by yourself as student life, and if you can think about to visit them, it's 27 hours flight to back home to Pakistan. So there's no door to you can decide to go see him for parents for few days. So I missed them, all of them. But my goal was I can finish the college for medical for my parents' dream. And I said, "I'll do." But when I see this thing up, living by yourself, going to the college, plus you need to get the cars and all other thing different. And parents, actually, they give us the semester fees and college and boarding rooms and all here, my father. And I said, I have 5 other brothers. I said, "Well, it's best I just go change my subject." First year I was changed to the business, because here's different marketing. Is the medicals and business is compared to most successful businessmen than doctor field. So I decided, because why I'm gonna be a doctor is best. I think I can be more success in business.
And obviously, this is a testament, or a little part of a testament of how successful a businessman Maq has become. We will continue shortly.